Have you seen? It's day 18 of the Holiday War. Five Nights Advent Calendar, Pokemon Advent Calendar, Wrestling Advent Calendar. Which of these gives you the best bang for the buck? Today, we're going to go through all three for day 18 and see which gets to get a point for their side on this day. Right now, Pokemon is in the lead by 2 points. You have Five Nights and Wrestling at 6, Pokemon at 8. Let's see who can crawl forward, or if Pokemon is going to get an even more dominant lead. Alright, so opening up number 18. Oh Lord. I sent it in too far. I can't get it out now. Come on, come back out. Thank you. Alright, who do we have today? It's... oh, Jesus. Well, I mean, I've heard of Golden Freddy. That is haunting to look at for some reason. I don't know why. That's bugging me. It's an all-red Freddy, but his teeth, because they're also red, but a slightly different shade, it almost looks like he's bleeding from the gums. I'm into this a lot more than I should be, actually. I like that. It's just really weird. Alright, day 18 for Pokemon. Oh? Well, hello there. Not explicitly Christmas themed, but that's a Shinx. And it's a very cute Shinx, too. Wow, yeah. Pretty well painted, well sculpted, and a little bit of a paint defect on the ear, but that's okay. The tail's a little weird, but I actually think that's accurate to how the tail's supposed to look. Okay, yeah, no, that's decent. I like that. Luxray, one of my favorite Sinnoh Pokemon. I love the entire line, so this is shaping up to be a pretty good competition day. Let's see who Wrestling brings. Now, it's always important to remember that if Wrestling wins a day, they get double points just because they only have half the doors to open. So, I could see some people saying like, oh, well, that's unfair because they could clean up. But here's what I would argue. That means the days they don't perform because they have duds, it is even worse for Wrestling. Like right now, they only have 3 winners. They might be tied for second place, but that's not saying much. So, let's open up today. Who do we have? Oh! That's Bret the Hitman Hart. That's Bret the Hitman Hart in his 97 attire. That's my favorite wrestler in my favorite attire of his from my favorite year of his. Oh my god. Oh, today's gonna be tough. After quite a few days where it felt like one or multiple of the calendars were phoning it in, it feels like this is actually a pretty good lineup. The red Freddy, even though it's kind of cheap, it actually is a cool look. Shinx is great, and that Hitman, dude, it's just too good. I know where I'm going to go with this. These guys get to leave. Hitman wins today. I mean, just look, he has his hand posed correctly. There's no paint defects that I can see. This is just a perfect little pop, which means Wrestling now has 8 points. They are tied with Pokemon in first place, with Five Nights trailing behind at 6 points. We're going to have to see tomorrow who can catch up, or if Wrestling and Pokemon are going to be able to pop off to the first place.